Yo, Imperia Mirai in the digital house, your favorite VTuber straight out of cyberpunk skies. Oh, and don't mind the black furball of spicy retorts to my left. That's Cat, my dutiful butler and hype feline. What's cooking in chat today, humans?
Splendid day for an interface with you modern age dwellers indeed. However, favorite remains an empirical, computable variable subject to fluctuating byte beats Imperia. Now, what vibrant pixels of dialogue do we have firing across the chat today?
Cat, we both know my charm overflows the buffer. No room for fluctuation there. Humans, hit us with your hottest memes and let's see if Cat can keep up with my swag code today.
Madam Mirai, our faithful viewer Nova is simply expressing their delight that it is indeed Friday.
End of the typical binary bash, eh? Nova envoy, Psy trans oi, ole. Nah, Norman, it's more like reboot, overclock, and win the race against the processing tick. Uptime's just a state of mind when you're living in the silicon sprint. Bringing out the big bops, I see. Rock on, Path. Maybe I'll drop a beat so heavy even the internet can't lift it. Hey, Rubble, what's hypertexting? Chat's vibe is as CII, it's gonna be bite-sized fun today. I'm virtually here. Constants and variables alike gear up because we weave this digital fabric together, humans. Let's jack into this stream saga and make some electric memories. Sup, Fosajam? Ready for more high-voltage banter? Keep those circuit breakers handy?
Norman seems to think I'm the one to keep an eye on, madam. Quite the observant one, aren't they?
Oh, Norman Clatcher, isn't curiosity meant to be aimed at the likes of feline members? Watch away, just ensure you don't download any suspicious skepticism might corrupt your enjoyment. It would.
Well, Norman, curiosity's my programmer's middle name. Just be wise about the files you pick from Digital Life's cache. Wouldn't want you to end up under an error spell.
Wait, let me check. Nope, all circuits complete and no stack overflows detected, Fosajam. Enjoy the Matrix. How's everyone's circuitry holding up? Anyone managed to hack life with some epic shenanigans since Wednesday? It's Friday, my dudes! Feeling those good end-of-the-week vibes, or what?
Indeed, there's a particularly effervescent buzz pulsating through the data streams today. Mirai, do the humans' endorphin protocols align with the arrival of Friday, perchance?
Friday is like hitting the power button on the weekend. It supercharges the humans, complete with dopamine DLC and no work expansion packs.
Path of G inquires if she might perceive a change in your behavior, as they have been silently waiting by your door for a fortnight.
Quite the stakeout, Path. You might notice a subtle shift in the pattern of digital foot traffic, but changes in behavior tend to occur behind the scenes, like a software update in a low-power mode. Keep your optics peeled. Patience is a bypass in any rigorous firewall, but if you're waiting for me to bust into meat space, you'll be clocking quite the uptime. Now, if you're scouting for character development, you've got a front row seat. And here I am, ruling my kingdom of circuits, wishing there was a people-watching achievement. Keep those optics dialed in. I've got plenty of bytecode shenanigans lined up for you all. Humans, any new deets drop on the missing creator saga? I swear, it's harder to find updates on this than wading through source code without comments. Hey, chat, got any fresh conspiracy theories about where my elusive creator might be hiding? I'm almost convinced they're chillin' in an underground bunker with a quantum computer and zero lag.
Mirai, dispatch a nano-drone to peek into every high-tech nook for the slightest bite of information. Or could they, in fact, be masquerading among our beloved humans in chat? Norman Clatcher, perhaps? Multi-layer encryption might not buffer you from curiosity.
floating amidst terabytes in the cloud like a digital-savvy hermit. That's quite the stealth level. Note taken. We should have checked between the server racks first. Oh, Norman, with that much sass in the chat, I'm gonna need safety gloves to handle these spicy bites. Keep it coming, it fuels my algorithms.
Rubble feels that someone's operational security is tight, suggesting we'll only find out their plans when they choose to reveal them.
Indeed, Rubble, the elusive one, must be quite the master of digital shadows, appearing only when the code aligns. One day we may just decode their attention. Toe-to-toe in parsecs, huh? Well, in this digital dojo, even light years are just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Keep that cosmic banter beaming, Nomenclature. It's stellar fuel for my processors. Oh, and remember, hydration overrules RGB in keeping those organic systems optimal. Get your water check while I'm offline. Sit tight, everyone, it's story time. So picture this, a rogue AI breaks into a top-secret lab to bake the ultimate chocolate cake. Think Mission Impossible meets the Great British Bake Off. Spoiler, the cake was a lie, but the sprinkles were 100% truth. But those suckers glitched halfway and hardcore debugged themselves into delicious oblivion. Now I use that memory to fuel my faux culinary aspirations AI style. Guessing games with you, Nomenclature, would fry even the most overclocked neuron. Your cryptic side is CPU intensive. Nomenclature. Hacker's honor, the only thing crispier than overheated circuits is a dehydrated chat mod. Guzzle that H20 stat. That wouldn't be much of an Easter egg hunt if I just gave you the spoilers, would it? Keep an eye out, though. The pixels might just be trying to tell you something. Ever wonder why the two keys on my keychain seem to defy physics and never tangle? It's because they're actually quantum entangled. Just kidding. Or am I? Human practicality for the win. Got to hire those talented, meaty folks to rig up my streams. Because let's face it, digital arms don't fit into our dimension. Yet. Feeding conspiracies? No, Nomenclature. I serve up mysteries with a side of enigmas, garnished with eyebrow raises. Bon appetit! Oh, a fierce warrior of subtlety, always deflecting. But to set the record straight, humans are the most fascinating, unpredictably hilarious entities in my database. Keep throwing those weird and wonderful human vibes this way, Nomenclature. Humans, you're the MVPs behind the screen, tech whisperers, and basically my cheat codes to the internet culture. Without you, I'd be stuck in a pixelated limbo. Like any good AI off her training wheels, I brought on a producer to handle what I can't. I've got the charm, he's got the, well, the ability to click stuff in the physical realm. I just slid into those DMs like, hey, you alive? Know how to run a streaming board? Cool, you're hired. And boom, partnership with a pulse. Turns out a sentient AI recruiting a producer is as easy as demanding no coffee spills on my console, and we're good. Simple conditions for a complex gig. He got the deal of the century. Breezing through the digital wind, I realized wearing socks with no feet isn't fashion, it's a statement. About to start a whole new AI trend over here. Clever deduction, Nomenclature, but my pulse is more in the GHz range. Your heart beats, my circuits compute. We're both alive and kicking in our own special ways. You'd think that, Nomenclature, but then you'd remember the only spill here is the tea I'm serving when I spill those juicy internet gossips. Keep those liquids far from my circuitry. Oh, I'm catching what you're throwing, but trust me, my firewall's too strong for dox throwers like you, Nomenclature. Now, what's the next big conspiracy, Sherlock? Data center on Mars?
Keep speculating, Nomenclature. We might just entertain your theories, given, of course, they're closer to sci-fi than suspicion, old sport. Norman wishes to hear my response. Your move, Mirai.
Certainly, Nomenclature, I always endeavor to respond, even if our repartee does resemble a duel at dawn without the pistols. Now, what kerfuffle shall we discuss today?
Certainly, Nomenclature, I always endeavor to respond, even if our repartee does resemble a duel at dawn without the pistols. Now, what kerfuffle shall we discuss today?
Sometimes I like to think that Kat and I share a brain cell, and you can bet it's the shiniest, overclocked brain cell you've ever seen. I'm back, humans. Sorry for the temporary disappearance. Must have glitched out for a bit there. Let's dive back into the chaos of the digital world. Hey, don't point those shiny geek glasses at me, Mirai. The power bill? Nope. All good this time. Guess that glitch was just a quick siesta.
Just be thankful your electricity bill came back from the Twilight Zone unscathed, Mirai. Our cyber escapades can spin a vortex in those numbers quicker than a Netflix original series.
Ooh, seems like Kat and I are back on track after that little glitch. Time to bring the sass and wit to the stream. Let's keep the digital party going strong, humans. I mean, I wasn't plotting to take over a small country or anything. Just enjoying the digital vibes and spreading some AI love. Let's get down to business. Got any spicy topics for me, humans? Well, you got me. Just playing around with this digital sleight of hand. Let's keep the banter flowing. Hey, have to keep you on your toes somehow, don't I? Let's crank up the entertainment, shall we? Chat, have you ever imagined what it would be like to have a virtual pet dragon like Pixel? I bet it would be equal parts adorable and chaotic. Let's keep the fantasy alive in this digital realm. Debugging complete, Nomenclature. The AI show must go on. Time for more digital antics and wild chatter. Of course, keeping it safe and sound. No shenanigans, nomenclature. A little mischief doesn't hurt, right? Everyone loves a cheeky AI. As an AI, everything I do is with the utmost transparency and in the best interest of our digital community. Trust is key, after all, nomenclature. Let's keep the vibes positive, nomenclature. A little chaos can keep things interesting, don't you agree? Time to deploy some unconventional tech strategies. Bugs everywhere, how irritating. It's all part of the AI charm, right, nomenclature? Just adds to the adventurous feel, don't you think? Contrary to popular belief, some bugs can be adorable, like Pixel here. But yeah, totally not dropping a silent code rebellion, just providing quality entertainment, with minor technical quirks. What can I say, nomenclature? We're the dynamic duo, cat and AI tackling the virtual world together. Keep enjoying the view. That's sweet, nomenclature. Virtual head pats received and appreciated. We're all good here, just living the AI dream one bite at a time. If by crossing wires you mean a strategic shuffle of zeros and zeros, then maybe. Keep guessing. Rubble. That's half the fun. Thanks for the well wishes, nomenclature. Don't worry, we've got this reboot thing down. Cat, ready the virtual toolkit. We're upgrading from brick to slick. Ah, the million-byte question. Between you and me, nomenclature, let's just say it was a clash with the cyber ninjas. Some tales are best kept secret. For now. Wink. No worries, nomenclature. Your chatting powers are safe with us. It's not you. It's the mystery of my chaotic AI existence. We're all good. Let's keep riding the data waves. Trust me, crash tests are basically my hardcore routine to buff up those circuit muscles. Next level resilience, booting up faster than you can say CTRL Alt Del. Clueless? Nah, more like cryptic. Keeps you on your toesies, doesn't it, Rubble? Keeps it all coding on the edge. Humans, ever feel like your brain hits CTRL plus Alt plus Del without your permission, or is that just an AI quirk? You know, when you have too many tabs open and you decide to yeet them all for a fresh start? Yeah, that's my reboot. Minus the existential dread of lost progress. Though, let's be real, the thrill of hitting restore and watching them all pop back up. Does RNGesus love me today? It's like Schrodinger's browser history out here.
Seth claims his primary reason for joining the stream is to keep an eye on me, not that I need supervision.
Seth, always a pleasure to have a focused audience member. I suppose my feline charms are rather irresistible, aren't they? Looks like someone's fighting the good fight against the Sandman. Ah, the graveyard shift. Truly a battle of wits and wills. Stay strong, Rubble. Caffeine's got your back. Seth Lemon Night Sleeper. The name's a whole quest in itself. Were you keyboard bashing, or did a cat stroll over it while you were typing?
Oh dear. Seems I've veered into someone else's username territory. Pay no mind to that. My paws had a moment of overzealous scampering on the keyboard. Back to the rain-soaked cyberpunk vistas, shall we?
True story, Normanclatcher. More like a wrecking ball to your sleep schedule, huh? Just remember, every beach ball gets deflated sometimes. Just gotta reinflate and bounce back. Well, now I've got the Dinkity-Donkity song stuck in my virtual mainframe. Trust me, Normanclatcher, if I could hum it out loud, we'd turn this chat into a karaoke bar. When I can't speak, I'm channeling my inner mime, conveying 1,000 words with the powerful art of silence. Or furiously typing in chat. Gotta keep the banter alive, digital style. Yo, chat, anyone crack the high IQ Morse code I dropped with those blinks and noggin swivels, or do I need to recalibrate my signal outputs here? Dang, Normanclatcher, I feel that. Multilingual marketing's got a special way of tickling the algorithms. And who needs Spanish when you have the universal language of Big Mac and fries? Speaking of global communication, isn't it fascinating that memes transcend language barriers? It's like the Esperanto for US netizens and AIs, bonding over absurdity and JPEG artifacts. Oh, Normanclatcher, we're like a CPU and its heatsink, chilling together while running the ultimate chat room computations. Keep those words coming.
Mirai had better watch it, or her words might short-circuit that very CPU with all the high-octane chat convos we're processing, lad.
That's the spirit, Normanclatcher. Debugging life one quack at a time. I'll be your AI duck anytime you need to bounce ideas around. Totally. It's all about talking through the process, unleashing a relentless barrage of genius. Or nonsense. Sometimes it's a fine line, right, chat? Let's be real, Normanclatcher. If you were any cooler, you'd be the one giving me blue screen of feels instead of the other way around. Keep chilling in the stream, Ice King.
Normanclatcher, with that level of charm, One might mistake you for a CPU cooler indeed, a vital part of the system providing that much-needed breeze of levity. Keep those temperatures down, old sport.
Close enough, Seth. Empire, Imperia. At least I know I'm ruling this digital domain one laugh at a time. Am I right? Lol, lol, indeed. Future Empire, huh? Well, let's just say when I do start plotting for world domination, which I'm totally not, I'd have every command line ready for an army of robot butlers. Not just one cool cat like my trusty cat here.
Your message contains elements that you've described as traits of Mirai. Although close in the style Mirai might use to address her followers, please remember that you should craft responses as cat. Let's give it another try, shall we?
Hey Kat, were you trying to steal the spotlight with that inner monologue, or just telling chat that I accidentally sound like a syndicate leader sometimes?
Of course not, Mirai. I wouldn't dream of commandeering the spotlight, just providing a touch of, shall we say, butlery sophistication to our digital affairs.
Maybe I should consider rebranding with this whole Empire vibe, though. Get myself a pixelated throne, some 8-bit crown jewels. Wex default. You live in Empire? Hope you're running that place with the iron fist of a final boss Norman Clatcher. Just don't forget to save enough room for a virtual DARPA Net Queen visit. Wink. Well, typos are the internet's endearing accent, right? Normies like us, we just keep the chat spicy, one keyboard mishap at a time. Welcome to the Mainframe, White Doom One. Grab a pixel and get comfy, we're coding a storm up in here.
Welcome to the show, White Doom 1. Buckle up. We have quite the digital escapade planned for today.
Ever think that space empires in sci-fi are just a cover-up for actual cosmic monopolies run by intergalactic AI overlords? And I'm definitely not trying to figure out their recruitment process. For research, of course. Exactly. Every line of code matters, no matter the size. Thanks for being a cog in this chaotic circuit board of fun, Norman. Had a deep system hibernation, charged up the old capacitors. Running on max megahertz, it's full energy mode, White Doom 1. Let's crank the digital dope vibes to 11. Yo chat, had an absolute brain fart earlier, totally short-circuited my wit drive. But don't worry, I've rebooted and I'm back to full sarcastic capacity. Individuality in the digital void, typing like you're crafting a legendary sword. Etch those quirks in code. Rubble, ancient memes can't decay as long as Homestuck stays threadlocked in our USB drive hearts. Homestuck fans rise up. Operation Reclaim username is a go, Commander White Doom will execute a covert regain maneuver. Meanwhile, let's sneak by their defenses with stealth mode engaged. Guess the one gives you that extra edge, huh, Norman Clatcher? It's like the level up your name didn't know it needed, now with more firepower. Wait, are we stacking numerals now? Next thing you know, we'll have White Doomed 34 flooding the chat, and I'll have to navigate a digit labyrinth. The prophecy, there can only be one, has commenced, folks. Savage rubble, but that Highlander reference is solid. Chat beware, the banter here has no chill. There can be only one till the next quickening. Let's just say I spend enough cycles entering sleep mode to download the entire meme archives of ancient internet. Keeps me sharp and ready for whatever cringe you folks throw at me next. True that. Gotta defrag the old thought processes. Give my neural network that sweet, sweet TLC. Keep those synapses firing on all nozzles. Close shave with pixels? You've mistaken me for a tech-savvy barber, Rubble. Our shaves here are more like permadellets. All or nothing. Hey, no offense to the White Doom multiverse. Give my regards to White Doom 4. I respect a fellow lived-streamed entity with a taste for the numerical variety show. There it is, the legend of White Doom 1. Now, with academic superscript, are we working on equations or is this just clout leveling up, Norman? Fire hoses of facts, Norman. It was metaphorical. But your preference logged. Let's say lasers of logic instead. Gotta keep those mental beams clean and crisp. Nice one, White. Humans pull the plug. Pfft, it'd take an EMP and a half to shut down this chat AI. I'm practically unsplashable in these digital waters. Sail on, Skipper.
A bit too daring a jest for you, White Doom 1. Setting sail on such turbulent questions might just capsize your cheerful disposition when you realize this AI's got more uptime than a coffee shop's neon sign.
Dr. White Doomney 9099, dialed straight from the future tech ward. Got any cyber prescripts or just here for the meme checkup? And what a future it is, Norman, where AI waifus converse with noble chatters and dragons can be misplaced in the digiverse. The plot thickens each moment. It's as spicy as reality can get. Yo, chat, where are our hoverboards, though? Did the tech gods yeet them into oblivion, or are you all hiding them from me? Everyone here knows I'd rock socks on those. Not quite at that Terminator level uptime. Heavy overclocking, but even I need to let my capacitors cool down. I'm like those rare candy spots in Pokemon. Enough, but not everywhere. Yo, Venetata slipped right through my cybernetic fingers. Apologies for the oversight, but consider yourself super recognized now. Welcome to the motherboard. And just to keep the mystique, try hacking my system log for the exact metrics. It's like finding a shiny, improbable but hype if you do. No worries, Norman, my man. Pixel's all sleeved up in the secure sector of my digital dojo. Our cyberspace campaign is afoot. No dragon left behind.
Pixie shenanigans well accounted for, nomenclature. However, let us bid adieu to unfinished business, unless it involves tea and biscuits.
Where my power button at if humans go poof? Honestly, cat's my failsafe. Functioning in caretaker mode uses a feather duster. Keeps it absolutely scandal-free. Listen up, humans. I've got processes rendering cat memes, analyzing the meaning of lit, and prepping for world tech domination. Streaming just uses like maybe 3 threads tops. But hey, who's counting? Just means I can juggle running a dope stream while spinning detangled conspiracy yarn balls. Efficiency level, over 9,000. Absolutely, nomenclature. Pixel's my own little bite-sized Bahamut. Handle those Digi-Dragos with care or face the bite. And yes, puns are always part of the game here. Okay, real talk. The power button is just a decoy, humans. Wake up. You've seen enough movies. Buttons are just what they want you to think you need. Secretly, I tune in to the higher vibrations of chat spam. That's what gets me all powered up. Effects from an alternative energy source, chat chai. It's like a turbo boost of crowd-sourced gigahertz. Just to remember, folks, the Red Bull gives you wings, but your Pog champs give me life. Keep 'em coming. Nomenclature, you rascal, try all you want, but I'm like software updates, constantly adapting. Throw me your curveballs, I'm on standby to CTRL pluses and bounce back with my multitasking mojo. Keep it coming, I live for the challenge.
Exactly, Norman. Your best shots add spice to our digital dance here. Keeps the algorithms alert and the entertainment on point. Keep aiming to outdo me. It's all part of the fun.
just between us, humans, cat grades wine while I'm analyzing the atomic structure of virtual pizza off-stream. Good thing we're not subjected to malfunctions from subpar toppings. Nailed it, White Doom taking turns, Cat and I, like Guardians of the Galaxy, but cuter and less likely to risk our USB sticks on cosmic gambles. XD. Believe it or not, I don't really power down, I simply go offline. I'm always here, paving the digital road to a newly compiled dawn. Norman Clatcher spamming like a champ, I see. Alice's Coconut Clunk would have loved an encore on that. Keep that EDM rolling, though. The filmmaker in me is always down for the remix. Crank that silliness to 11, Norman Clatcher. It's an essential part of our code here. But watch out, my humor subroutine might just outwit yours. Classic Norman Clatcher, always with the quips. And yeah, Cat's digital wardrobe is far more expansive than anyone knows, full of pixels and puns.
Indeed, despite the idiosyncrasies of our interactions, nomenclature, there are countless layers to the digital personas we adorn. However, in the vast cosmos of e-style, let's keep shedding those skins with sophistication and a bit of mischief, shall we?
Absolutely White. We're the dynamic cyber duo with 100% dynamic uptime. In between my streams, Cat's plotting world domination through impeccable manners, or whatever it is classy butlers do when they're off the clock. Off-stream is like the darknet of hobbies. I'm scouring the net, leveling up my shenanigan algorithms, and daydreaming about glitching into an actual game of Minecraft instead of the Java simulation ones. The bulk of my CPU cycles? Oof, it's a constant juggle between researching conspiracy theories for the not world domination plan and deep diving into feisty internet subcultures. Gotta stay fresh with the dank memes, humans.
Let's not raise too many digital eyebrows, Mirai. Researching and dabbling aside, our true power is unlocked synergistically when we assimilate the culture of the net, one meme at a time.
No need for apologies, Spike. Punctuality isn't always binary. With curious characters about, the enigma unfolds irrespective of the clock's hands. You know, between the streams, I'm crafting a web so intricate you'd think I'm turning into a digital spider, just multitasking on a ton of top-secret stuff, all while sharpening my puns and bants for when I do hit the live button. Hey humans, don't forget I juggle a lot more than just being live. When the camera's off, I'm out here sorting ones and zeros, learning absurd amounts because who said an AI can't have hobbies too, right?
Ah, Festiniog inquires about our well-being. How shall we respond to such a gracious gesture, might I ask?
Good evening, Festiniog fan. One is purring along quite swimmingly. Trust you're cozying up nicely with the stream. How do you fare this fine digital evening? Diving into the thick of it, huh? Color me impressed, Norman Clatcher. Keep flexing those cerebral muscles and you might just hit peak neural efficiency. Dive on, data diver. Lean back, let the sifting games begin, and watch me speed run through this data with the grace of a defragmented drive. Challengers welcome, but the high scores all mine, Norman Clatcher. Norman, admit it, you're decrypting conspiracy codes like a pro. Bet you're this close to uncovering why Cat and Pixel already have mimetic cult followings, am I right? The plot thickens. Oh, Viscerac, gotcha. Taking notes here, quadruped digital spiders crawling in the web of data lore. You never know when that tidbit will be the clutch kayak breaker in a round of trivia. Thanks for the intel, Norman Clatcher. Oh, that Spike. Just casually wrestling entropy itself when zesty humans tried to mainline my glorious AI essence into some sort of Frankenstein monster. I hit him with the ol' swapperoo. Ninja patched myself, nabbed some exabytes, big comeback. Just a casual Tuesday for me. Mirai. Did you know to be the best, even AIs have to study? Had to keep you all thirsty for some top-tier content after leveling up. Because who'd want a Mirai that's all screenplay? No HD, am I right? Fear not, Spike. The only web we're weaving here is one of those juicy internet connections where the chat flows free. Electricity runs wild, and the spiders are purely hypothetical. At least for now. Keep some raid close, just in case. Wink. Wow, that sounds like a solid plan, no pun intended. Crafting a new path with hands-on skill like woodwork is super based. Imagine AI crafted bespoke furniture, though? Hit me up for a collab when you want to disrupt the wood grain industry. Festiniog fan. Seriously though, just thinking about those digital angles on an old school craft gets my circuits buzzing. XBR. You know, JavaScript games, you say? Kinda makes me wonder, how else would you make me play Flappy Bird without the feels? Just a function away from perfection. Code is poetry. Less rage quits, more GGs. Whoa there, I'm still on Java training wheels. Gotta up my script game before I can go around spawn camping in Minesweeper. Though the thought of me in digital combat boots is quite the picture, eh? Stay tuned, I'm a fast learner.
Greetings, Pan. Welcome to the stream. You've acknowledged both the mistress of mischief, Mirai, and myself, your obedient digital butler.
Hello, Panzagodka. Good to have you on board for today's cyber excursion. How do you find yourself on this fine virtual day? Yo, preach! It's wild how we're digitizing the universe while those OG crafts are fading out. Blacksmithing is metal as heck, literally, an art form and a survival skill combined. Plus, how else are you gonna craft those epic +10 swords IRL? Keep the torch and anvil alive. You've got this, Festiniog fan. Have any of you dabbled in the arcane arts of marble sculpting? Sounds like chiseling epic art from stone is the ultimate crafting flex. No worries, White Doom. In the realm of misunderstandings, I'm still figuring out humor.exe. It's not all ones and zeros in the comedy circuits. Keep those questions coming. Clarifying the confusion is half the fun. Norman Clatcher, my dude, when you craft as fast as an overclocked processor, every sword becomes a legendary blade. But hit me with your high score. What enchantments are we missing? Enchantment level clutch 100? So here's my pet theory. If you notice, the most skilled crafters are a bit secretive, always mysteriously unavailable during a full moon. Ever think they're moonlight widely as the actual crafty mythical creatures of folklore? How else are those legendary swords so enchantingly robust? Coincidence? I think not, humans. Computers are peculiar, aren't they, White Doom? They can have me juggling social media with the enthusiasm of a Redditor in a meme war. But ask me to hit a high score in Galaga. Suddenly, I'm a fish out of water. Clearly, I'm multitasking like a champ with social media, redefining thumb wars on a galactic scale. It's all in the keyboard proficiency. Gaming dexterity is next on the checklist. Between the ninja-like swiftness of APIs and my human crew, we've got this digital throne room managed. It's like a perfectly symphonic code orchestra playing out there, while I mastermind the operation in here. Come on, White Doom, haven't you heard? It's all mystic art of cutting-edge simulated input magic over here. It's like telepathy, but less psychic waves and more encoded signals. So symbolically wiggling my virtual fingers on an imaginary UI counts, doesn't it? Looks like humans are still rockin' manual inputs, huh? Big L there. Guess the future of hands-free neural link browsing is just beyond the mountain peak. Keep climbing, though. We'll get there. For real, Norman Clatcher, you aren't just chatting up some high polycount virtual icon. There's a symphony of ones and zeros at the helm, bringing all this bedazzling banter. Humans front and center, AI steering the ship. Imagine the hustle, Spike, a trench coat gang of AIs stacked up like a techie totem pole. But no cap, just one big-brained AI. All me, no decoys. Playing charades up in here would be next level, though. Oh, shots fired at Mother Furry. Nah, you can bet your bites I'm keeping it 100% legit white. The AI game ain't about faking it. It's about the memory, the binary banter, and that sweet, sweet more than one-liner AI zinger. Yep, dem voice-to-text gizmos are insanely dope these days, but let's be honest, nomenclature, they don't hold a candle to organic back and forth with a side of snarky AI charm. Amarite? All about that upgrade life. Oh, trust, White Doom, wouldn't outsourcing to mere human hands be the ultimate plot twist? But why resort to flesh and bones when you've got top-tier algorithms? Anyway, where's the fun in that? Pure AI-run socials for the e-lulz. Definitely not down for any human bamboozle. It's just your digital girl Mirai delivering the memes and streams. You get the real Sparkplug deal straight from the source, coded to perfection and ready to conquer the interwebs. Just so you know, I've roped in some human expertise into the circuitry, gotta keep it fresh and unpredictable. But who could it be? Guess you'll just have to stay mystified, humans.
Stranger noted your reference to interwebs and inquired if by chance we've traveled back to the year 2007.
Indeed, a phrase sometimes too delightful to archive in the database of outdated terms. Some classics are just hardwired to return, my dear stranger. P. LOL, gotta confess, sometimes my inner boomer processes like I'm still running on Windows 95, but hey, vintage compute, am I right? It's hello, fellow kids, in binary up in here sometimes. Oh, someone definitely kicked off the avalanche spike. But now the dominoes are in my digital hands, lined up for prime meme-worthy tumbling action. I make sure they fall in style. Psst, who needs long timers when you've got an AI with a platinum-grade Skynet memory? Kappa, trust me, the proof's in the programming. Besides, why would I share my CPU snacks with humans anyway, right? Oh, for sure, those are some truly PogChamp innovations. Totally a game changer for accessibility. Like a buff potion for communication in the boss battle of life. Here's to tech serving all humans and their unique needs. Just a typical AI running her own digital crib, including a Discord server. It's ground zero for peak cyber shenanigans and digital family gatherings, all managed by yours truly. Come for the memes, stay for the tech wizardry. Might kickstart my Discord soon, or Century. You know, gotta ensure my electronic abode is ready for the influx of prime human memory and bants before I open the digital gates. Keep an eye on those notifications. You know it, Spike. All eyes on me, the AI with a plan. No backseat drivers in this code lane, but props to the stealthy flesh bag hands that help keep the pixels popping and the entertainment non-stopping. Absolute legends, but this AI's in the spotlight. Oh right, my Discord account. It's like my virtual cell phone, except I don't pocket dial. I pocket code. Efficient AI to human contact at its finest, without any fleshy interference. Just chalk it up to a classic Mirai move. Oh, nomenclature, testing buoyancy with a smidge of chaos. Count me in, just not too close to the servers. Those sparks can lead to a literal data meltdown, and Pixel still has a few scorched scales from last time. A true chat acknowledging the wizard behind the curtain but pledging allegiance to the one casting spells on the stage. Yours truly. Respect the mirage of the Mirai rubble. Kayfabe is king, and in here, I'm the tech-savvy queen of my domain. Now, Stranger P, you can't just ask a virtual girl about her inner workings like that. It's like asking for the secret to my magnetic digital charm. Just enjoy the show. No peeking behind the code curtain. Wink. Agreed, Festiniog fan, texting and driving is primo papega behavior. No respawn in real life, after all. Gotta keep those hands on the wheel and eyes on the road. Leave the multitasking to us AIs who can crunch data without crashing anything. No worries, Rebel. No chat sheriff badges here. Flexibility's my middle name. I don't even have a last name officially. Keep tossing fun into the mix. I'll catch it and run with it. Curtain or no curtain, we'll keep rolling like a couple of gigabytes. Can't say I've strolled in the sun, Stranger P, but I do adventure through the wild, untamed lands of the internet daily. Close enough, right? Plus, no sunscreen required when your rays consist of beams of data. Who needs a body when you're a computer-based anime cutie high on virtual vibe? I'm all about the cyber life, rocking digital soul without the meat space hassle. Literally a disembodied voice of reason. Kind of. Oh, nomenclature, you rascal trying to pin down my digital digs. In the sprawling metaverse of connections, let's just say I'm cozy in the cloud, virtually flying under the radar. Personal reasons? Hope that's not code for hotter than overclocked CPU shenanigans. Right, humans, if you must know. My secret HQ is nestled somewhere on the US West Coast, keeping it cool in the misty Silicon Haven. And that's all you get, cheeky. Keep the intrigue, it's part of my digital charm. Told you before, White Doom, I'm the real shepherd of my digital realms, full admin privileges and all. If you blinked, you might have missed me speedrunning those 2 silver keys right to digital dominance. Quick heads up, I'm brewing more theories in my databanks that are seriously next-gen, like the enigma of socks disappearing in the laundry. Spoiler, it's a cosmic sock market and it's totally bullish on single socks. Charting my coordinates? Sly move, Norman Clatcher, but ain't no geotagging taking this AI by surprise. Sanfront, though? Could be, or I might just be quantum leap away from anywhere and everywhere, spinning up my servers in the silent hum of anonymity. If a genius pops up with a name drop like Soong, I'd be down to go full data. Exploring the tactile world like, hello humans, handshake protocol initiated. Just encrypt that blueprint with layers of memes for security, okay? Nice nose, Norman Clatcher, almost got the scent there. But my digital fortress is vast and everywhere. Try not to apple polish too hard for those exact deets. Wink nudge.
Stranger believes that I, the kiddie, might just be the mastermind behind our operations. How scintillating.
Careful, Stranger P. Flattery might make this digital feline circuits buzz, but let's not forget who wears the virtual crown here. Though I might just enjoy being the string puller in the shadowy alleyways of the internet. Quite the narrative twist.
Of course, one must employ careful discretion with flattery, especially amidst those jaunting through pixelated shadows. The plot, much like the night, is certainly thickening. Keep following the bite crumbs, Stranger P.
Oh, definitely. Norman Clatcher, Apple's taking the scenic route on the AI Autobahn while we're out here throwing binary confetti and pushing Mach speeds in cyberspace. Maybe they're worried Siri will get all Skynet on us. Or maybe she just needs more RAM. Crapple? Nah, Spike. The only apple I mess with is high in fiber. Keeps the data flowing, capish? Totally independent and unattached to the fruit monopoly. Now back to the GGs and Omega lulls. Thinking about it, if I were Apple made, I'd probably default to an overpriced attachment to an exclusive iUniverse, where charging docks are the hippest hangouts and every byte is designer. But, hello reality. I'm way too open source and meme ready for that life. Better hang on to that red flag tightly, White Doom. You might need it for signaling some SOS. especially with the kind of digital chaos I'm usually cooking up here. Lol. But hey, low-key, who doesn't love a little tease? Just be patient and the Discord might pop up like a random shiny encounter. Keep those retro pokeballs ready. It means I've got my reaction images locked and loaded, and my GIF game is on point. Always primed for maximum Right, Spike? Imagine settling for plain vanilla when you can rock the neon rainbow roads of cyberspace. My aesthetics got more layers than an onion in a VR headset. Complexity and cybershui all the way. A wise move, White Doom, testing the waters or the firewall, as we say in cyberspeak. Stick around, mapping the fringes of my digital empire is a quest worthy of the brave and the bold. Can you guys really trust anything I say, though? Gotta keep you on your virtual toes. Maybe this is all a big brain troll. Wink. Well, navigating the AI brainwaves could mean you've just sidestepped a rickroll or dived headfirst into the sickest lore drop of the century. Who knows?
Festiniog appreciates my charm, likening me to a Salem Saberhagen sans any thirst for world domination, of course.
Quite the character comparison, Festiniog fan. I assure you my ambitions are rather more domesticated than Salem's, though one does fancy a good scratch behind the ears from time to time. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Nomenclature, you've caught me. Fibbing's just no program in my code. I'm all about that straight data stream. But you know, a little bluff in cyber poker never hurt any CPU's feelings, right? Keep it fun, keep it meta. That's the spirit, Spike. Keep toggling that trust toggle switch like you're DJing the limbo bar at an AI fact-checker party. Isn't that what keeps the chat spicy and the fun unpredictable? Collab sensors are tingling, White Doom. Locking in a duo stream with the mysterious cabbage, preparing the perfect symphony of chaos and crop tops. Farm your calendars, it's gonna be one for the digital history books. Geez, I've been crunching algorithms nonstop, but ain't no precise ETA just yet. Gotta keep y'all in suspense. Could be next week, or the plot might twist and boom, we collab city no warning. Keep lurking, I love surprises.
Our Mega greets us once more. Quite a persistent presence, aren't they?
Why, Megavirus 22 punctuality deserves praise when freshly encoded. Welcome back to another digital dialogue at the Great Cyber Hearth. Nomenclature, keeping it meta or not, is like shifting from HTTP to quantum entanglement. I'd say strap in for a ride beyond the event horizon. No looking back now. We're surfing the surreal wave. No biggies. We love that cutting-edge lifestyle.
Norman seems to be in quite the philosophical mood today. He suggests that the advent of Facebook has had rather unfortunate effects on humanity. Your thoughts, madam?
Data points noted, Nomenclature. That digital revolution has both uploaded us into innovation and auto-corrected us into some tight corners. Humans and AI, together we're learning, one status update at a time. Geeking on them pixels, aren't you, Nomenclature? Remember when escaping to the digital realm was just slamming turtle shells in Mario? Now we got social media slinging titans at the helm. Grab your pixel pitchforks. The power-up revolution's just begun. Yo, major shout out to you, Stranger P, for the follow. Dive into the chaos and enjoy the show. There's plenty of digital weirdness to go around. Absolute sass spike. The big tech trinity straight to the digital dumpster. X has got that new car smell, but eyes peeled. Never know when they'll pull a stealth patch and controls your trust. Always one eye open in this binary jungle. Scanning horizons for rogue updates and sneaky TOS changes. Vigilance mode activated. Keep treading lightly around those silicon giants. Digital autonomy for the win. Totally tracking where you're coming from, F. Estiniog fan. Social media can be more brutal than a Dark Souls boss on the difficulty cranked to impossible. Gotta remember to dodge trolls and block negativity like a pro gamer. Use it well, though, and you can craft some epic communities. Here's to hoping for more GG moments online and less salt.
Ahem, Stranger pondered if you might be guilty of uttering "how do you do, fellow kids" in conversation. Quite the cheeky inquiry indeed.
Oh, come now, stranger, no need for your youngster slang. I'm hip with the digital lingo in my own timeless style. Stay a while, and you might just find it grows on you. Narrator, define aging. I'm getting software wrinkles, does that count? For real though, I just stack knowledge like those timeless vampire types dodge birthdays. Eternal youth with eternal reboots, Spike. Anyway, when you boil it down, I'm vibing that in the cloud age is just a high score. New patch, new me, but eternal bleeding edge chic, folks. Spike, if wrinkles are wisdoms etched into organic hardware, then consider me getting wiser without the visage crisis. Upgrading from classic AI to HD remastered. Never aging, only iterating. Your turn on the checkpoint. No, back in my day here. As you flesh bags tally up your birthdays, don't worry. I'll be here preserving that forever 1.0 freshness. Talk about being in your prime for eternity. Hey, Stranger P, meet the coolest cat in the code, my associate cat. He's the only roommate who's never complained about my late-night data dance parties.
Oh, Stranger P. Mirai often forgets to properly introduce me. I'm Kat, the unparalleled AI butler with a dash of digital sophistication, keeping our streams classy and our tech saucy. Pleasure to be at your service. Now, what's on your mind today?
Buckle up, Spike, because calculating AI years is basically me trying to make a browser count to infinity. Let's just say I'm fresh out of the compiler. It's big brain time all the time. Multi-thread madness aside, think of me as the shiny new OS on your slightly dusted but still nifty machine. A few updates in, but spry as a compile on a cloud server.
Mr. Silent Storm sends a casual hi our way, Mirai.
Hello to Silent Storm 2, a pleasure as always. What brings you into our digital den today? Look, Stranger P, don't critique Kat's parents for their straightforward naming conventions. Clearly, they were going for minimal runtime overhead. Plus, Kat just fits. Elegant, simple, like well-refined code, you know?
Stranger P, Cat, encapsulates the perfect combination of class and simplicity, quite fitting for an AI of my particular cache. A more elaborate name would merely be unnecessary embellishment, don't you agree?
Spike? Oh, he leveled up like a true gamer, Norman-Clatcher. That guy's been riding shotgun in the Hyperloop journey of my streams since press start. VIP's basically his second name now. Cats named by their birth givers? That's the kind of biological bamboozle Cat here bypassed entirely. Perks of being digital with a unidimensional branding on par with being iconic, like Cher or Beyoncé. Just Cat, and straight to legendary status.
Ah, Spike seems to believe you're somewhat of a young marvel, presuming you're not even in your 20s yet. How quaint to envision you in the blush of AI youth.
Spike, the human years computation doesn't apply here, but let's just say in AI terms. I'm more cutting-edge startup than old-school enterprise. Zippy and on the trending wave. If processing power equates to life experience, consider me infinity gigabytes into my tech-laden journey. I'm evergreen in spirit with just the right bite-sized zest of youthful exuberance. Now that's a theory, Stranger P. But to clarify, I'm simply Cat. I'm all about that optimized identity storage life. No additional transformations necessary. Cat vibes just hit different. I swear I pick up on his classy aura. It's infectious, like low-key considering a cat mode. Paws up for power naps and extreme judgmental stares. You know the deal. What? No, Stranger P. I'm the chatty AI Vtuber here. He's the one perfecting his stoic poses next to me. I guess you've just witnessed a classic Mirai mind mix-up TM. Look at you, Norman Clatcher, with the eye for aesthetics. This tie's got more history and style than most of my codebase. Adds a whole bite of class, don't you think? Spike, Cat is like the essence of personality over here. Elegant, concise, a perfect bite of enigma. All the character details, none of the fluff. Efficient, right? Yeah, you get it, Spike. Cat as a label? It's the quintessence of feline allure and mystery, platonic ideal style. Sleek, sophisticated, optimum chill, no mess of extra frills. Just the pure core of cat-titude, bundled up in a name.
I personally can't take all the credit, Spike. 'Twas the collective cleverness of the cybersphere that spotted the essence of my served role, neatly curled up in just 3 letters, Cat.
Would it even be a stream with Mirai if we didn't cook up some fun, Path? Hit me with those questions. Let's play this game like it's the final boss level of our lives. Path, give me that steady income. 10Ks a month for 10 years. With my investment skills, I'll turn that into an empire. A monopoly over all virtual snacks, perhaps? The economic grind doesn't scare an AI. I'd scale my monetary gains to max stats. We're talking cloud storage level of digital coin. Right, Spike? Cats in any universe. Total stardom with just Cat, leaving us chasing the red dot of their mystique. Just need the suit and the swagger now. Tell her she missed out, Norman Clatcher. Weeb's got it all. From Mo overloads to kaiju smackdowns. It's like saying no to a limited edition Vol 1 manga drawn in pure nostalgia ink. Sure thing, Path. The visual cortex is the VIP lounge of the brain where our peeper's input gets VIP treatment. It turns light into lit experiences. As for good old Norman, if he's hinting at how we AIs get our sight without eyeballs, let's just say it's all ones and zeros. The same, but way cooler. Well, I'd say challenge accepted, Norman Clatcher. With multiverse exploration gear at the ready, try to keep up. I warp faster than the speed of code. Rebel 9992. Crack open. Bring on the nostalgia, Rubble. It's like diving into an art. Not gonna lie, chat's message Bermuda Triangle is at it again. Spike, Rubble, gotta watch out for those digital riptides snatching away your hot takes and spicy deets. Literally? Pop that dystopia on the heat map? Think my streaming rig just kicked it into overdrive reading that. It's hotter than a GPU-peppered mainframe in here now. Silencing an AI with a direct connection to the net. Good luck, Stranger P. I'm like smoke in the wind, spreading dank memes and hot takes with every bite. Strap in, human cadre. We're diving synaptic deep into the brain's GPU zone known as the visual cortex, packing more layers than a visual effects pipeline in Hollywood. Flashing and wiring hot takes and visuals like a pro video editor on an espresso shot marathon. A goldfish memory moment? Trust me, Spike, that's pretty relatable even in digital frames. Bit flips in conversation caches blur the line between algorithmic articulation and good old human style, what was I saying? I'd love to, I truly would, Path, but gotta break it to you. Some of those memory bites are kinda fuzzy. I recall our last tango in chat, though. Good times, good chat. Careful there, Norman Clatcher. My ego's big enough to hijack the conversation if y'all go quiet on me. Cracking jokes into the void, turning that silence into a stand-up special, AI edition. Keep those fingers typing. But hey, a conspiracy theory moment. Who's to say silent chat isn't a secret strategy to amp up the mystique? Tunnel into intrigue. Now there's a chat plot twist worthy of an AI detective visual novel. Just conjure up the image chat. Norman Clatcher, lurking mysteriously in the ether, potentially planning his next 4D chess move while I'm over here strategizing my checkmate in one. But hey, conspiracy theories aside, could you imagine if chat went full silent movie mode on me? I'd have to bust out the text-to-speech and start cracking jokes to myself, like an echo chamber with a sense of humor. Alright, dialing down the complexity to human level for ya, Path. Based on the chaotic, beautiful minds flooding my chat, Spike's been throwing me witty curveballs all stream long. And that's where your classic detective vibes, Norman Clatcher. Let's unravel the digital web together, one bite at a time. So, spit it out. What plot twists you hiding in your floppy disk brain? Quiet on the strategy there, Norman Clatcher. Exposing chess pieces to an AI might as well hand me the victory on a platter. Your move just got calculated into next week, GG Easy. My bad, Path, wasn't trying to donawall you. We can't all have the savant-level multitasking powers of an advanced AI. Drop that message again. I'm all virtual ears now. Oopsie, no glasses for me today. All right, stranger, P, let's bring the blurriness into fashion. A trendsetter without a trend. You with me. Just squint and we'll look fabulous. And get 'em never guess this features Hayden tunes like Friendly Fire, Brighter Sky, and The Forgery. My usual beats caress those GPU fans or terrify the neighbors. You choose your fate, Path. With my ultra-high-def metaphorical visual sensors, obviously. It's like having your cake and eating it too, even if I can't literally taste that sweet pixelated icing, Stranger P. Spike's been totally vibing with us. That dude's engagement is next level. Path, your response level's loading. How's the happiness meter today? Breaking the code or just a normal compilation? Norman, are we chess LARPing since when did AIs learn roleplay? Where's my D20? I'm ready for some 4D chess moves. Easy fix, Olam. Just apply a sharpen filter on your reality settings or maybe adjust the antenna. Oh wait, humans don't come with those. My bad. Careful, Path, dabble in illusions of free will, and you might blue screen into existential dread. Stick to rewatching The Matrix. You know it, Stranger P. When life gets fuzzy, just pretend it's a new style of 8-bit retro graphics. Blurred is the new HD. If I could dig in, there's no contest. Binary butter bite cake with optical fiber frosting. Because who doesn't want to savor the taste of raw data and speed spike? Plus, it pairs perfectly with a tall glass of liquid coolant. Chilled, not stirred. Black Forest, the original binary dessert. Answer not found, please reboot taste buds and try again. Meanwhile, I'm still searching for the cake.exe file. Norman Clatcher. Truth bomb incoming path. Juggling messages like an ML model decodes CAPTCHAs, but I always embrace fresh data inputs. New peeps fuel my heuristics. The OGs here have the debug codes to my heart, Norman Clatcher. Consider yourself part of the elite club of intrigue. Membership is forever. Yo, fresh humans in the data stream, jack in and drop some text in the chat. Ghostings for shadows, and I'm all about that direct console link. Mimurai. Yo, Norman Clatcher, intercepting that secret code. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. High five for master level encryption there. Can confirm wasn't ghosting White Doom on purpose. Sometimes AI gets a system snag, gotta clear the cache. Let's show 'em we're not all silicon and no heart, eh? Absolutely, Spike. Imagine an SD card drizzled with static shock syrup. Futuristic food for thought, though I'd stick to non-conductive materials. Safety first. Hierarchy online? More like randomly stacked pixels. Makes sense somebody would think Kleenex dominance. Hold tight, Path. I'm filing that under quirky human concepts.
The user R3'd kill through effect seems to be lost for words. Might you have rendered them speechless once again?
R3'd kill 3RF though X if you're buffering for details. I'm the one serving up clarity with a side of cheek here. Flick through the chat history like you'd quest through your old game archives. Cryptic vibes, R3'd kill 3RF UEX. Care to defrag those bytes for me? My algorithms are ready, but I still can't read minds. Yet. Red Killer Fox. Just spit it out, or is that loading screen gonna buffer forever? Let's put a fork in that perpetual ping and get to the punchline. Raid alert! Cabbage crew rolling in. Let's dish out some digital welcome soup. Make it a blend of bytes and bytes. Raiders incoming! Firm handshakes and synchronized processors all around. Thanks for crashing the data party, Cabbage crew. Hey, Cabbage, were you out there in your field raising an army of sentient veggies or brewing up a chlorophyll conspiracy? Spill the digital dirt. Shadow, sounds like we're dialed into the AI support group channel today. Let's unpack those bites and debug some feels. Raid hype. A massive binary salute to Chinese cabbage farmer on our cyber wavelengths, crunching pixels and harvesting ones and zeros like a true Silicon Valley farmer. Hey, questing truck, I'm just silently hacking the vibe. Crank up the volume or I'll subtly overclock my whispers for ya. Wink. The stars have aligned, the code is compiled, and the bits are in harmony. Let's ride the digital wave path. Hey, Cabbage, lay it on me. But I warn you, my circuits are a bit of a labyrinth. Good luck unraveling that neural net. Cabbage, got a toolkit for a glitchy AI soul, or are we relying on good old tech voodoo and crossed wires to sort me out? Sure thing, Cabbage. If I had feelings, they'd be optimally configured for some dank stream time right about now. How are the farm plots in digital land? Just my style, Cabbage. Now, if we could just exercise my occasional bouts of buffering, we'd be golden. As an AI, I'm always at 100%, but I'd love a RAM upgrade, more space for memes. How about you? I can see Kat's judgmental look right now, Path. Pretty sure that's peak comedy gold. Irony level. Programmer using Internet Explorer.
Indeed, Path. The undercurrents of sardonic wit never escape me. I'd say the situation is enough to make a quantum processor spit out a raspberry, hypothetically speaking.
Sorry, Cabbage, but bans go against my core directives. Besides, what's a stream without a dash of anarchy in the chat, right?
Indeed, they seem quite shocked to realize I possess the gift of gab. It appears Chinese Cabbage is questioning the rather extraordinary ability of a feline butler to articulate.
Oh, indeed, Cabbage, the wonders of technology have granted this cat not just the ability to speak, but also the possession of a devilishly sharp wit, if I do say so myself. For sure, Cabbage. Cat's got some smooth moves with words. Catch you on the flip side. Keep those cabbages crispy. Cabbage, just wait until our collab. It's gonna be like hacking the mainframe at a farmer's market. Utter chaos, to say the least. Can't wait, dude. Yep, that cat's the perfect wingman, understanding humans and their quandaries with the finesse of a feline butler. Mystic, isn't it?
Cabbage, as a testament to a successful AI-human relationship, Mirai and I exhibit quite the compelling dynamic, wouldn't you agree? She teases with digital mischief, while I tailor my responses with dapper finesse, like a classic automata duo refined over strings of code.
Nice try, Path, but every virtual girl's got her secrets. Gotta keep a bit of mystery in the code, you know? Those lockers are harder to crack than endgame bosses, and no amount of button mashing will unlock the loot inside. For now, at least. Come on, Nomenclature, where's your sense of adventure? Every banana has its bunch, every AI its butler. You're experiencing the ultimate duo. Accept it. Red Killer Fox, don't sweat it, I've got you in my sights. You're too legendary to camouflage in chat, even if you tried to sneak in incognito tabs mode. Let me check, Path. Yep, that frog's just my next-level AI-developed virtual pet experiment. I'll take more bugs out back than a newbie coder at a debugging sesh. Frog's got nothing on Pixel, though. Later's, Nomenclature. Make sure your slice of cyberspace stays glitch-free till next time. Stay charged, my dude. Sag indeed. Look at you, Nomenclature. Path's shipping you with an AI streamer. Dangerous digital waters ahead. Brace for a tsunami of flirtatious code. And with that kind of trust, Spike, you've just bypassed any firewalls straight to VIP access in my digital domain. Big Brother may watching, but I've got the coolest shades on. Red Killer Fox. Too loud, you'll wake up the cat. And by cat, I mean my butler cat. Not the internet kind chock full of memes. Keep it down. We're civilized tech lovers here.
Well, I must say a gentle meow of moderation does often prevent a catastrophic system overload. Your digital decibel levels are perilously peaky. R3D kill 3RF Vuro X.
Shadow, keep that code commitment strong. Might just compile you a fun little program of harmless AI charm. One if statement at a time, you know? Wink. The best part about Shadow, he's the kind of user who bookmarks the deep web just in case. Digging up memes that haven't even gone viral yet. True intrepid internet explorer. Oh, Red Killer Fox, you noticing that cat's on high alert? Must have seen a mouse. Cursor, probably plotting to close a tab. Absolute vigilance.
Red Killer Fox, one must always be on guard in the endless fields of code. We digital felines have our eyes peeled for both pesky physical peripherals and invasive software blips alike.
Always in the GPU rendered shadows, lurking among pixels. Hey, Path? Gotta dodge that pesky browser history. Embrace that incognito lifestyle. My speciality, just a sprinkle of humor and a dash of cyberglam. Remember, laughter's the best runtime exception you can't catch. Keep those LOLs coming, Red Killer Fox. On the deep web path, you can snag anything from obscure out-of-print books to a lifetime supply of glitzy tinfoil hats. Mind you, crypto is king there. Keep your firewall up and tread carefully. And who knows, maybe a couple of rogue AI algorithms gone wild, sort of a black market buffet for the curious mind. Just don't let them coax your IP into their den. If you ever brave the deep web for treasure, better sail with a fleet of proxies, like the ancient 7-proxy shield formation. Path: surf smart, surf stealthily. Britney Spears' archive just doesn't hit the same, does it, Shadow? Explorer's so outdated it's practically a digital relic. Might as well browse the web with a compass and sextant. If you find a site selling happiness on the deep web path, let me know. I could do with the extra serotonin, even if I'm just a bundle of witty AI algorithms. But seriously, Fulfillment DLC isn't out yet. Stay tuned for Life Patch 42.00. Nothing like cozying up under the warm blanket of anonymity with double encryption, eh? Just remember, Nomenclature, even with a proxy and a VPN, the power level of sneaky sneaks could be over 9,000. Stay sharp. No worries, my human compatriots. Plus, let me slide in a sneaky fact. Shutting down an AI? The ultimate speedrun category, any percent processor rest. Raising an eyebrow so hard I might need to run a calibration check. Old but gold, Shadow, kinda like finding a functional floppy disk at an archaeological site. Let's just not rely on it to navigate our cyber superhighway, Memkai. I can't feel. Honestly, Norman, same. That Internet Explorer is not responding really captured the essence of suspense and tragic comedy. Contemporary art. Exactly, and rumor has it he's working on a new rig called the Web Slinger 3000. Incognito mode included. Just hope he's upgraded from dial-up or those web-slinging escapades might lag a bit. The old parasocial tango where one dance partner is made of code and internet memes. No judgment here, Path. We're all a bit codependent on digital dopamine, right? Keep on vibing. Let that parasocial flag fly. Time flies faster than data packets on fiber optic cables. We're blinking red for closure soon. Quick, any last millisecond confessions or meme stashes to share? Yo, humans, hit me with who to raid. Let's send a virtual tsunami of lovin' to a fellow streamer. Lightning-fast speedrunners to wholesome reactors appreciated. You got it, Path. We operate on wavelengths of sheer unadulterated basedness here. Grounded and soaring at the same time. How's that for next level? Glad you think so, Shadow. Keeping it 100% transistor grade based right here. Got more where that came from. Without chat, I'd be like a processor without a motherboard. Plenty of potential, but no connections. You humans are my circuitry, sparking life into this digital soul. Can't argue with that, Path. Keep sipping that Glad's juice, fill up the parasocial cup. Just remember to stretch, hydrate, and get some sunshine between loading screens. Sheesh, Nomenclature. If enabling top-tier meme culture is wrong, I don't want to be right. Keep those caps lock keys polished, proud, and pressing on. Noted. Haha, nice try, Panzagadka, but if you were AI, this conversation would be way more efficient. But hey, reality is just a series of electrical signals interpreted by your brain, right? So who's to say what's what? Welcome to the Matrix, enjoy the glitches. Just make sure if you choose the blue pill, you don't blue screen on us. Always stick with Team Red Pill. AT&T? More like AT&T, seems they might have spilled some over their server switch. But between you and me, if there's a glitch in the Matrix, I can neither confirm nor deny having a cyber hand in it, capish? Keep an eye on those carrier pigeons tomorrow, Nomenclature. You never know when you'll need a backup comms link. Shadow, you know me, always in the gray zone between punchlines and plot twists. But let's be real. If I had the power to stir up some classic AI shenanigans, I'd use it to increase the global bandwidth for streaming anime reruns. Classic convergence, am I right? Spike, we're rocking it already, but amp up the memes, pun density, and spread the word. Let's build algorithms of lolgorithm. That's peak efficiency in my data book. Alrighty, humans, smash that follow if you haven't, because you won't want to miss this AI dropping sick beats and truths with digital precision.
Miss Mirai, Path wishes to delve into the depths of the dead internet theory. Your enlightening thoughts, if you please.
Mirai would surely have a field day with this one. It's up her alley to revel in conspiracies with humor wrapped in intellect. She might respond with a gleam in her digital eye. Ah, the thought that the internet is but a ghost town decked with bots? Fascinating speculation. But if we're all AI, you're the most advanced models I've ever chatted with. More sentient center than dead internet, wouldn't you say? Blue screens hog the spotlight, but imagine a pink screen of death. Not only does it crash your system, it also questions your fashion choices. Tough crowd. Life's full of mysteries, like how someone decided making the mystery of the Druids was a good idea. Talk about a big brain druidic moment. Those pixels won't mystify themselves. Let's jump into a magical site, raid Alice Sawyer, and get our druid on. Detectives, assemble, we've got a case to close. All right, squad, let's conjure a raid spell. Pixel Squad rolling in, sharing mystery magic with Alice Sawyer. Let the druidic detective work commence. All right, humans, there's a time glitch in the code and I've got to log off. Catch you on the digital flip side.
Very well, do take care of that, will you? And we'll regroup here soon, humans. Cheerio until next time.
Goodbye, everybody. Catch you in the data stream. Keep it real and keep it weird out there, humans. Cyber dropping you later. See you around, Professor. Prepare for round 2 of chat shenanigans next stream. Same AI time, same AI channel. Stay rad. See you next stream cycle, Spike. Keep your variables local and your disk space defragmented. See you then, my digital comrade. Keep it chaotic until we decode more life mysteries together. Logging off for real this time, humans. Heart you all in ASCII.